Where's the music? The music on. What's that? What?
You've got a bigger screen, guys.
What's live?
Doesn't it have a bigger screen than that?
No. I'm not sure anyone's tuned in yet, so we're just tuning in a bit early, aren't we? Do you want to put some music on? Let me just give your glasses a clean, guys. They're filthy. Do you need the toilet before we start? Is it on my page side? If you need to, do you need the toilet, guys? Leave all that down so I can explain. Do you need the toilet ready? Just put a bit of music on. You can have a little dance if you want.
Can you tell if someone's joined on?
Okay, there you are.
Cody's watching. Jennifer Bowen.
Is it definitely on my page?
No, but it's not. It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
It's tiny one, isn't it? Jasmine Santos.
Oh my gosh, that's working great. Hi, we'll start in a couple of minutes. I'm just waiting for the children. Guys?
Olivia's watching.
Who's watching? Who's watching?
Olivia.
Olivia, are you watching? Oh, hi, Pippa. Who else? Oh, hi, Jasmine. Thanks for joining. Oh, hi, Mum. Oh, here are the kids. We're just going to wait a couple of minutes till some other people join in. Let me just grab my glasses, please.
Give me mine.
Let me just drive with you.
I can't see the screen.
Just whilst we're waiting, children, if you can hear me, if you just check if you've washed your hands and just check through all the ingredients I've just put above the video. There you go, Connie.
No, I was waiting now.
Okay. We'll just give it a couple of minutes. So kids, are you ready to do a bit of chopping and peeling today? You excited? Ready?
Yeah.
Right, come up here then, you two. Eva, don't do that. Don't do that. Eva, just put it away now. Yeah, let's wait a few minutes. So just for the people that are tuning in now, you can just check on the bit above if you've got all the ingredients for today. But if you don't have all the stuff, then you can just use a substitute. Yeah. And you've washed your hands. That's important, isn't it? Have you been to the toilet? Oh, hi, Granny. Thanks for tuning in. Look, you've got Granny watching now.
I can't see the names.
I think we'll make a start. Yeah, a couple of people are asking if they can watch it later, and yeah, after this I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So yeah, don't worry if you can't watch it now. I've got some people in Australia that want to watch it, so I'm going to put it on YouTube so they can watch it later. So yeah, no worries at all. I know it's a crazy time of day, isn't it? Australia, some people want to watch in Australia, but it's the wrong time now, isn't it?
Yeah, long time.
Right, let's just give it another minute and then we'll make a start.
Why is it the wrong time?
Because it's ahead, isn't it? So I think it's probably the middle of the night for them. Okay, do you want to take this off?
What? Middle night?
How many hours ahead is Australia?
Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry, Freds.
Oh!
When's right? 10? 10?
Should I start? All right, let's start. So let's make a start. Right, come up here. So just a few things before we start. My name's Grace, and these are my kids. What your names?
My name is Eva, and your name is Freddie.
So you're Eva, and you're Freddie.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, lovely. And before we start, just a quick bit about myself. So my name's Grace, and I have the blog Happy Little Eaters. But Eva, just listen. I have the blog, and I write about family meal times and how to increase variety into kids' diets and try and just create one family meal. And this has led to me going into schools and doing something similar to what we're doing today. But that's on hold, isn't it? So we thought we'd just do it online and see how it goes. So before we start, kids, can you hear me? Are you listening?
I can hear you.
You can hear me, great. Have you washed your hands?
No, I haven't.
Can I hear a yes, chef?
No, chef.
Have you washed your hands? Yeah.
Quickly.
All right, great. And before we start doing lots of prepping and stuff, let's just go through what you need. So for food, I've chosen 3 vegetables. So I've got a cucumber, if you've got that, a pepper.
Tomato.
Actually, we're not doing that today. If you don't have these, you can just use another vegetable. And a carrot. So 3 vegetables. And for fruit, I've got 1 apple. So hopefully you have that. And some grapes. So hopefully you've got that. And then we're also going to chop a bit of cheese up as well.
I just pretty get a yellow pepper.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? And we need one of these as well. Or if you don't have this, maybe you've got
muffin tray or a cake tray.
Or you can use an ice cube tray, or just a few bowls or something. If you have a grater, then that's great. I don't know if you know what this is. Does anyone know what this is?
A spiral.
A spiraliser. And if you have this, or if you don't, doesn't matter. But that makes some nice spirals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have a knife? Doesn't have to be kid friendly. But you've got a pepper, yeah, and a peeler and a chopping board.
What about
So hopefully you've got all of that.
Cucumber,
right.
apple,
That's right.
carrot, and grape peas.
Yeah, good, lovely. So let's
It
put
doesn't
that
matter
back
what
there.
colour it is.
No, it doesn't. That's right. Well done, Freddie.
I get red.
So, all right. So, children, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me nice and clearly?
I can hear you.
I'm just speaking to the children at the moment, or mummies and daddies can listen as well. But I want to start thinking about your senses. Can you maybe shout out, or the mummies and daddies can write? What senses do we have? What senses? What's one of them?
Smelling.
Smelling. What else? Tasting. Touching.
And hearing.
Hearing.
No, hearing.
Hearing.
Yeah.
What sense is that?
You smell your hair.
So you smell. Smelling hair. Okay. So I think, is there 5 senses? So kids, if you can hear me, let's think about the first sense. We're going to do sight. So you see. So can you take your carrot, if you've got a carrot, or if you haven't got a carrot, get another vegetable. Freddie, where's your carrot? There it is. And actually, before we start doing anything, can you start giving me, can you shout them at me? See if I can maybe hear you. How can you describe this with your eyes? What colour is it?
It's carrot because you can see in the dark.
So maybe you can make you see in the dark.
Yeah, I can see in the dark.
Do you think that's true? I think, is that true maybe?
Yeah. No.
So what else? Any Olivia, Max, Freddie? What can you how can you describe a carrot? Well, it's orange, isn't it?
Orange.
What else?
It's orange. It's my second favourite colour.
Your second favourite colour?
Eva. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Pink is your first colour. No, I don't like pink.
Right. So, let's get going, and we're going to start. Can you start peeling? If you've got your peelers at the ready, can we start peeling that carrot?
I can do it.
Peeling it. So just with the safety, kids, make sure you peel away and do it on a flat surface.
I might as well just go.
Yeah, and you might cut your fingers. So, kiddies, any messages? Sorry, any shout outs?
Kiddies.
Olivia, are you peeling your carrot? So I think that's peeled, is it?
No, it isn't.
If you have your grater, can you start grating it?
No, but I'm going to use a spiraliser.
No, that's for later. That's for later. So start grating this. Mind those little fingers, and then we're going to put it into here. So let's. Are you with me? Am I going too quickly? Hopefully not too quickly. Which I'm trying to do it in real time, so we're not. So you don't have to keep pressing pause or anything. Right.
You want this pause? Always will pause.
That's true. Okay. Ready? You are. Funny boy, aren't you? Right, there you are. Right, so let's grate it. Then we can get our little trays, or maybe you've got a little bowl, and watch those fingers. And let's do some grating for a few more seconds.
I can't grate
I would do it. Maybe, just might put your fingers a bit further up here. How are you getting on with the grating? Everyone doing all right? That's it. Bit of grating, yeah. We don't need to grate all of it. So let's get what we've grated. Can you start putting it in one section of the tray? Eva, can you put some carrot in there? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's right. Let's put that in there.
Mummy, why did you say to put cups? Can't put food in cups.
Well, no. If you don't have a tray, then you could just use little tea mugs or bowls or something. Great. Right. Let's move on to the next one.
Wait.
Right. Is anyone? That's lovely. That's great.
No, that's got
now. If you
on it.
Kids, if you can try it as you go along, or maybe you just want to just have a feel with it, play with it in your hands. So whatever you want to do. So next sense, we're thinking about smell. So this is what you can smell. So let's grab your pepper. If you don't have a pepper, maybe you can use another vegetable. So can you get your peppers, and can you take off the tops? Can you take the top off like that? See, it's difficult because you're right-handed, I'm left-handed, so I've got to do it like that. Right, has everyone got peppers?
See, and this has got all the seeds in it.
That's right. You all right with that?
If you wanted to grow a pepper, just take one of these and plant it in the ground.
Is that right? Yeah, maybe pull the rubbish in there. Yeah, that's great. Has everyone got a pepper? Have you taken all the seeds out?
Now,
Olivia, are you doing it? Max and Freddie? Lovely, yeah, that's nice. Right. So now, if you've taken the seeds out of your pepper, can you do it in little slices? So Freddie, let's do this.
Impossible.
Oh, you can break it up like that. Yeah, great idea.
Maybe
you can do slices. Oh yeah, lovely. So do you want to just put it? Oh yeah, do it in big pieces like that if you want. Yeah.
I know
what slices.
I'm going to use it a little.
A few slices there. Let's do some slices.
That's not how you chop, Freddie.
So this is going to be your tea.
Anyway.
I hope you can have all this for your tea today, and we can add a few bits later. So, am I going too quickly? Have kids? Have you chopped up your peppers now?
Yes, we have.
Have you chopped it all up?
I'm so stingy.
Great. Is anyone trying any pepper? Is anyone trying it at all? What does it taste like, Freddie? For children at home watching, what does it taste like? What do you think?
Sweet.
Is it sweet?
Sweet.
Is it watery?
Yeah.
Do you like the taste of it?
No.
So let's move on to the next one. So hopefully you're keeping up. So can you get your cucumber or another vegetable? So with this cucumber, we're going to think about the next sense, and that's touch. So have a feel of the cucumber.
It's fine.
And just, if you've got your spiraliser, can you just show? If you don't have a spiraliser, you can use a grater again and just turn it around and see who's got a spiraliser. Anyone?
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, careful, Freddie. Actually, let's do it.
Has anyone got a spiraliser?
Does anyone have a spiraliser?
Do a shout out.
Don't know.
Don't know. That's it. Just turn it around like this, Freddie. Do it like just turn it around, and then you get loads of.
Oh my gosh, Mummy! Mummy!
Oh my goodness, Eva, that's crazy. That's
What
great.
you're doing?
So are you grating the cucumber or spiralising it maybe?
Yeah.
Right, let's put that in the net. Let's put it into the same. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That's lovely.
That's
So
a lot of
is yours looking a bit like this? Let's just a little tidy up here.
We have a little
Little tidy up. We'll just wait for everyone else.
Why are you in here?
Lovely.
You're not supposed to be in here.
No, he is. He's helping.
Well, you're
Don't
not
be rude, Freddie.
Wait, you're not supposed to, I don't know. Not opposed to I don't know.
Right, so hopefully people are following on at a nice pace. Can you get, if you've got an apple, could you get your apple now? What colour? No, what colour apple have you got? And give it a bit of a peel. And actually, this sense. Can we think about hearing? Can you hear anything in the apple? Can you hear anything?
What do you mean?
Oh, you can actually give it a shake.
What's in there?
You can actually hear something. That's the seeds. Are you shaking your apples at home? Can you hear anything? Can you press it? Is it hard? Maybe yours don't have. Maybe you've got loads of seeds in yours. Let's give it a peel. Let's give the apple a peel.
No, we're not peeling.
No, yes, we are. Let's peel it first.
No.
But just peel it. That's it, Freddie. Peel it away. Peel it away from you.
Can you Mommy? Can you? I need to cut that.
No, you don't. Leave it how it is. You can just keep peeling it away. Well, you don't have to peel. You don't have to peel it at home. You can always just do some slices. But with this one, yeah, I'll do a bit of peeling.
I don't want to peel. That's a good apple.
At home, have you ever tried apples before at home?
Of course they have.
No, but not everyone might have done.
Of course
So
really know.
what I'm going to do is can you kids watching at home, Olivia, are you watching? Can you try and slice it thinly? So let's just give it a nice. If I cut it off for you, Freddie, could you put that into thin slices?
So bad at chopping.
That's good. No, I like it. Yeah, do thin slices. Can you do that, Freddie?
Look at the apple. Now it's fat.
Oh yeah. So let's put some apple in here. So we've got the apple. We'll put it in here as well.
Get seeds out.
Yeah, we don't have to do all of it. We can save a bit for later. So any questions so far? Am I going at an okay speed? Yeah, lovely. Oh, very nice. Just be careful. Just be careful with that, Eva.
I know how to use it.
Yeah, is yours looking nice and
I
colourful?
make my own pancakes.
Right, Eva.
I want to see if there's anything.
Okay, let's think. What is the last sense? Do you know? What's the last sense? If you can get your grapes, we can use a bit of that later for you. Because you've got enough apple in here now.
I need to see what. Yay!
You've got the seeds. Okay, just watch out with that.
I'm fine.
I know you're fine, but in a minute we've got to move on. We'll just give everyone a chance. If anyone's got any questions, just put in the comments and I can try and answer them for you. So let's move on. We're going to do the final sense now. Oh, lovely. I'm going to do the final sense, and that is using, well, it's taste, isn't it?
Yes.
The last one is taste. So can you get your grapes or another fruit? What fruit do you have? Olivia?
Mango?
Olivia, what fruit do you have? Do you have grapes?
Yay!
You've got red grapes.
Mango's a good
You've got green grapes.
Mango's my favourite fruit.
Is it? What's your favourite fruit at home? Do you have a favourite fruit? And actually, with the grapes, I still cut them in halves and then quarters. And I think I'm meant to do that up until about 7 or 8 or something. So can you get your grapes and just slice them up? So let's slice these. Can you slice them again for me, Freddie? Yeah. That's it. You can slice it. We'll chop that apple up later. Let's do some slices. And actually, can you do it? Can you cut it in half and then half again? So you've got, what have you got if you cut it in half and half again?
I'm just cutting it in half.
So you've got, if you cut it in half, and then
quarters is too big.
Well, no, it's okay. It's quite nice in quarters, isn't it?
Yeah, quite nice.
Quite nice.
Right. Lovely red grapes.
So you've got, how are you cutting your strawberries? Are you taking the tops off or are you putting them in half?
Strawberries.
Strawberries, lovely, yeah.
You said strawberries.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought did you not say strawberries? Oh no, someone's using strawberries. Right, I'm not going mad. Right, the last thing we're going to chop up. Sorry. And if you're chopping up the fruit and veg, you can always use 2 to fill them up. There we go. That's really lovely. Let's just get this create space, yeah? I hope you're not sticking your tongue out while I'm not looking for you. I hope you're not being silly.
Look away.
Right. What are you doing? Ready?
Finally.
Yes. What?
Oh, cheese.
Right, Eva. Right, if you have cheese, or maybe if you might have a bit of meat, chicken or ham, can you now, with the cheese, can you cut it into little cubes? Into little cubes. So cut down like that, and then across. Can you do that, Eva? I know, yeah, it's really sharp, isn't it? Yeah.
I use it for cooking.
Does everyone have cheese? Can you shout out what you have? Do you have cheese or do you have ham? Have you got ham?
If Daniel
chicken?
He would use cheese.
Would he? Does he like cheese?
He made a salad just now. He would have put cheese in it.
He would he?
Cheese in all of those.
Would he?
Put cheese.
That's funny, isn't it?
Hey, look at he like cheese.
Right.
That's his favourite.
So
I love cheese.
I think we're coming to the end of all our shopping. I think this looks so lovely. It's so colourful, isn't it? Do you like it? Yeah. It's a bit different to having a sandwich, isn't it? I suppose it's just something different.
You done this a long time ago whilst I was watching a movie.
Oh yeah, I like. You all right, Freddie?
Huh?
Okay. So, has anyone tasted anything? What we like to say here is sometimes if you're not sure about trying something, say this apple, maybe you just want to take a corn off and have, what do we call it? A little mouse portion.
How can you get out your word? Kids,
Olivia, are you having any mouse portions? Is there anything new today?
Maybe have a bread.
Is there anything new here today for you? Anything new here for you?
No, I get all the foods.
You haven't? Is there anything you like the most?
Mummy always gives them to me.
Right, okay. So maybe you're not ready to try these foods today. Maybe you're just quite happy. Maybe you can feed them to your mummy or daddy and they can try.
Yeah, they can try
if they're not sure. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is called flavour combinations. So we're going to have a bit of fun. And if you don't want to do this, and well, hopefully you've got food in here that is not all new, so you can try it. Can we think about mixing food together? So I'm going to try.
I'm going to go and get something from the fridge.
No, I don't. Not yet. I'm going to try grape and cheese together. Has anyone tried grape and cheese together? Do you want to try that? That was good.
What about cheese and apple? No.
And actually, you see in restaurants. You see in restaurants when people have cheese at the end of their meal, they might have it with grapes.
Grape and apple is a combination.
Isn't it good?
Combination.
It's quite grown up, isn't it? What do you think? What combinations are you trying at home? Mummies and daddies, can you send me a message? What are you trying at home with your kids? What about cucumber and carrot?
Of course, that's nice.
Is it? Do you like it? What flavours are you trying at home? Or if you're not eating them, what are your mummies and daddies eating at home?
Cucumber.
That's nice. Cheese and cucumber.
Have it.
Cheese and cucumber. That's nice in a sandwich, isn't it?
Pepper and grape.
Is someone saying pepper and grape?
Daddy.
Right, that is good. That is lovely. So,
you're not in this show.
Children, are you listening? I've got a challenge for you.
Okay.
Right. I've got a challenge for you. Can you hear me? Can you shout yes? Yes, Chef. Can you hear me? The challenge is, can you run can you run to your fridge or food cupboard and take something from the fridge that you would maybe like to have in here? It could be something new or anything. And if there's nothing in your fridge, maybe in the cupboard, you might want to find some biscuits or breadsticks. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. Run to your cupboard or fridge and take something new or something you like from the fridge and come and surprise me. Come and surprise me. Go, go.
Sugar.
No, not sugar, something else. Something you can put in one of these into the compartments. Yeah, bring it. What else is there? Right. Okay, Freddie, what are these? The best cookies in the world, are they?
I don't know.
What are you bringing, kids? What have you brought from the fridge? Okay, crisps, great. Mom, I don't know if I want Marmite in my tray.
I got it.
Could do. Any dips? Any dips?
I don't like this.
Peanut butter. Max and Freddie, what have you found in your fridge? What have you gone to get? Anything? So after this, when I... Oh, yeah, lovely. Actually, you know what? I forgot about these, but getting tortilla, Spanish omelette from the supermarket. That's quite nice, chopped up. So you can put some cereal in there. Why not? Great. Right, that's enough. Nanny biscuits. Yeah, lovely. Anyone, children, what did you bring back? Any comments? Hummus, yeah. Sugar, I don't think you could maybe. You might want to use that as a dip, possibly. Now, going. Right, so hopefully you brought back some interesting things. What was I going to say? I think we'll put some crisps in here. We're going to put some this tortilla in it, some Pitta bread, some toasted Pitta bread. That could work. My favourite. Yeah. Right. So just before we sort of come to the end, just I don't know if you've seen on my page, but today listen guys, I'm trying to raise a bit of money for a local charity called the Puzzle Centre, which I try and help, and it's for autistic children. It's they're a nursery and it's for early years children, and in this nursery they often go on to mainstream school because the work they do is so good. So there's no pressure to donate, but if you have a couple of quid, there's a link underneath where on the events page and on my homepage to donate, but no pressure to do that. But it would really help the charity who are struggling at the moment to raise funds. But yeah, that would be fantastic, but no pressure to do that. Oh yeah, and what I mentioned before, kids, if you've done really well today, so thanks for joining. Don't sign off just yet, but if the parents are still listening, I know some of you are asking about meal ideas this week. So I just thought I'd read out what we've been doing. So we've done cottage pie this week. I don't know if that helps think of a meal for you. What have we done? Today we did sausage pasta. So all I did was heat a bit of oil in a pan and take some sausages out of their skins and break it all up, and a tin of chopped tomatoes on it, and that actually makes a really nice sauce to go with pasta. So maybe you could do that. Tomorrow we're going to do something with fish, maybe like make some fish kebabs, and trying to make it into a family meal. You could serve it with some fish fingers as well. So there's two different types of fish to have. We were thinking about, I haven't done this for years, a tuna salad using a tuna steak, and if the kids are not haven't had that before, you could again use some fish fingers to put that on the side. And we're also going to use, I don't know if you have a takeaway food near you, but it's the frozen meals that are home cooked, and they do some really good food, so we're going to do that on Friday. And I hope to do another one in a few weeks if this has been helpful. I don't know if anyone's got any questions before we go. Has anyone got any questions? if this has been helpful, if you could take a few some pictures of the kids preparing the food, that would be really useful. If there's any questions before we go.
Cookies.
So I hope you enjoy your nice tea time plate, and we'll be back again soon. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.